Yo guys, how are we? Welcome in to the summer incomings and outgoings episode of season 4 on the 10-year Looking for La Liga series with the blue and white boys that are CE Sabadell, guys. Guys, first of all, hope you enjoyed the last episode. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your bell so you never miss an episode. If you want to come and watch Football Manager, I do stream Football Manager over on Twitch TV. Link and description is down below. Monday to Friday, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. UK time is where you can catch me, Tricky Ricky 4 on Twitch. And if you ever want to follow me on social media, Twitter is the best place to do so. At Tricky Ricky 4 on Twitter is my Twitter handle, guys. So as I said, summer signings, incomings, outgoings. Let's get into the video, shall we? So, guys, the first thing I'm going to talk about, of course, is outgoings. Okay, we're going to talk about the outgoings of who left, whether they were released, whether they've gone out on loan. Then we'll talk about who we brought in, how much we paid, why we brought them in, and their roles, how we're going to hopefully they develop. The ins, the outs, inner circle workings of CE Sabadell with your boy Tricky Ricky in charge, right? So, guys, the first thing, as you can see on your screen, is the outgoings. So I'll quickly run you through. So Ismail Falcon, who was our goalkeeper, we released him. I don't know if he's still playing or if he's retired. I mean, I guess he's still playing. 38 years old. He's still available on a free transfer. We then released Izo Oskodi, as you can see, has actually joined Real Juven. Play in... This is like the 4th division or something of the Spanish league system. He left on a free transfer. He was released. We then released Christian Marquez, who's still available on a free transfer. He was our backup right back last season. We then released Awashi, aka Jose, who was one of our centre backs. He's still available on a free transfer. We released Grego, who has joined Seattle. Again, I think that's like the 4th division, possibly, of the Spanish football system. He's gone there. We also released Francis Ferran. Francis didn't want to sign a new contract. He got a bit annoyed that he wasn't playing enough games. So he's been released. He's still available on a free transfer. And then we also released Aitor Pascual, who we moved over to the B team last season. Was never ever going to play for us. He is available on a free transfer. He'd do a good job. I still think he'd do a good job for a Spanish Division B team in the 3rd division of the Spanish football pyramid. I still think he'd do a good job for a team in that division, but not for us. And in terms of a couple of loan signings, we have loaned out TJ Iyoma, who's gone out on loan, who I believe was... Who did he go out on loan to? Cannot remember. Went out on loan to Cultural Lenose, who play in the Spanish Segunda Division B, Group 1. He's gone out on a season-long loan. And then we let... I don't know why I look there, boys. It says on the screen. I'm blind. I need new glasses. New glasses. And then we let Thiago Rodriguez, one of our centre midfielders, he's gone out on loan for the season, to Hercules de Alicante. So that is the outgoings. Okay? Players that were never going to play for us, players that didn't need, they've been released. A couple of players that I still feel have a possible future here at Sabadell, possibly. So that's why we've let TJ Iyoma and Thiago Rodriguez go out on loan. In terms of incomings, we signed Javi Bauman from, I think it was Real Madrid Castilla, or Real Madrid. We paid £230,000 for him. He is going to be our number 1 first choice goalkeeper. As you can see, he has played the opening 3 games, I believe. He's played the opening 3 games as Mr. Bauman. He's going to be our goalkeeper. I think we signed him on a nice deal, 3-year contract for £230,000. although it does say on the transfer, yeah, 230. I think it was a little bit more than that once we taken in consideration his sign-on fee and stuff. I think it worked out in the end. I think it was like 325k, if I remember rightly. We then brought in Renat Dadasov, who's going to play as a pressing forward. He's going to play on the backup. He's going to play on the bench. He's not going to start above or over El Nino, considering El Nino's form last season. So he's not going to start. But we have brought in Renat Dadasov on a season-long loan from Wolves. I think his contract runs out at the end of the season, so it's a possibility that we could definitely look to make him a permanent signing, depending on how he does. It's going to be tough for him unless El Nino gets an injury or something where he gets a real good run of games, but we will try and give him enough run of games to have a real good look. We then signed Eden Mazuema. We signed this dude on a free transfer. He was released from Troyes in Liga 2 in France. Signed him on a free transfer on a 3-year contract. He's going to be our new central midfielder support instead of Aaron Ray. Aaron Ray drops to the bench. So Eden is a player we got on a free transfer. We're going to play him on a central midfield supporting role. Mr. Mazuma. Our next signing brought us to Paul Lozano, another season loan. He's a 2-year loan. Got Paul Lozano from Espanyol on a 2-year deal. He's going to be our new keep-lying playmaker instead of Antonio Romero. We've got, like I said, we've got him on a 2-year deal. His contract actually, Espanyol, runs out at the end of his contract. So again, depending on how Paul does, depending on what league we're in, what position we're in, he could be one that we look to make a permanent transfer. The next took us to Casemiro Marco Di Gracca. You would have seen that he started the first game of the season because I didn't have players I wanted in for the positions that we needed. So I put him out at left, attacking left midfield as an inside forward. And he did grab a goal on his debut. But he is going to be a backup player again to Hugo Valio. And then if El Nino or Dadasov, touch wood, it doesn't happen. But if both of them get injured, he can play as a striker. And if he does play as a striker, I would play him in his preferred role, which is a pressing forward. But we have got Casemiro Marco Di Gracca on a 2-year loan. Again, his deal with Juventus ends the same time as his loan. So we'll try to possibly make Casemiro Marco Di Gracca our player. Our next player took us to our new backup goalkeeper, which is Christian Yo. We got him on a free transfer after he was released from Real Sporting. We've got him on a 2-year contract as a backup goalkeeper to Bellman. I don't think there's much in it in terms of the mental and physical attributes between Bellman and Christian Yo. If I quickly show you the pair of them against each other. I mean, the 4 attributes, the key attributes that I always look at when we're looking at goalkeepers is, of course, your anticipation, which we can see that Bellman has better of. Concentration, which you can see that Christian Yo has better of. Positioning, again, which you can see that Christian Yo has slightly better of. And then agility, but that you can see that Christian Yo has slightly better of. So in terms of the actual key areas of a goalkeeper that I look at, you would say we should be playing Christian Yo. But when you compare their actual goalkeeping stats, you can see that as a goalkeeper, Bellman is, far superior. Apart from the reflexes, he is far superior than Christian Yo. And there wasn't enough in it for me in terms of those key stats to swing it so that we played Christian Yo instead of Bellman. But we have got 2 quality goalkeepers. So if, again, touch wood, it doesn't happen. But if Bellman gets injured, then we've got a fantastic backup step in for him in Christian Yo. And we could also always use Christian Yo, maybe in those Del Rey games where we're against a team that we really should beat, he could definitely play a part there. Our next signing took us to another loan signing. At this stage, players are asking their managers, boss, where are we going? Well, lads, it's destination loan Sabadell for you. But our next signing took us to Arthur Zagri, who's now our new backup left back. Sorry, first choice left back. First choice left back. We've got on a 2-year loan from AS Monaco in France. We are going to play him his preferred role as a wing back on attack. I think we got him on a 2-year loan. Again, his contract at Monaco runs out the same time as his loan. As his loan deal here at Sabadell. We are paying his wages of £6,500, but I do think that Arthur Zagri, at 20 years old, and those attributes already, I think this boy is going to be a very, 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 very good player. We've got Zagri. Our next signing took us to an older head, a bit of experience, in Renato Santos, who we've got on loan, on a 2-year loan again from Osasuna. So when his contract at Osasuna runs out is when his loan runs out. So again, maybe the only thing that puts me off maybe making him a permanent sign-in is the fact that he's already 30 years old. So by the time his deal runs out, he will be 32. But for now and possibly next season, the 2 years that we got him here, I think that Renato Santos could do a really, really good job. He is going to become our first choice inside forward on the right. So he will be first choice. And then the last signing that we did get was another 2-year loan. And it is Hoyasan Touati, who we've got on loan on a 2-year loan deal from Lille. Again, contract at Lille runs out at the same time as loan. And he is only 20. So he potentially is going to be the player we use to replace Santos. So I've got the experience of Santos already. And we've got Hoyasan Touati learning from Santos. Because what we would do is we'll go into the, I think it's in the tactics, no, training, right? Where it is. We go into the mentoring. We just add these players in. So we take Bauman, Yo, Arthur, O, Nato, Touati, Asamia, Marco De Graco, Ranet, Dadasov, and Aonino. All these players can be added to here. As you can see, in terms of the significant on the group, Aaron Ray has significant influence on the group. He's the only one that does have significant. But there are players that I really want to get, up and running and training. And so that I always put the groups together. I don't know why I do it, but I just feel the whole team together, making sure the determination is growing together as a team and keeping that nice team cohesion is only a good thing, in my opinion. Other players might play FM and think, well, no, you should, if you're going to get Touati to learn and become Renato Santos's, the player that takes over his position, right? Then you should just have the 2 players together. But I always do it this way. It never seems to be an issue. That is how we do it. That is how we do it, guys. In terms of the tactics, so I have slightly altered the tactics very slightly. All I've done, though, is change the backup left back. Sorry, not backup left back. The left back and the right backs, instead of having them as fullbacks in this formation and this tactical setup, is instead of having them as fullbacks, we now play them as wing backs, attacking role. And the reason for that is the inside forwards are on attack, right? So the role of the inside forward is to obviously travel up the wing, but then cut inside and shoot on their weaker foot. Now, if they cut inside, right, you want your wing back to come around and overlap. And then if there is a chance, he can put the ball in, right? So that is why I put them on wing backs instead of fullbacks. Because the fullback, unless you have them set on attack, would generally play as a fullback, right? So they stay back and try and keep that defensive line with the 2 centre backs. But as a wing back, they're push on. And that's what we want in this tactical setup. We want the wing backs to push on and just give us a bit more emphasis on attack. But I have also got, which is a tactical setup and formation that we utilize against bigger teams or teams maybe that are in like the top 10, depending on their form, how they're playing. I have got a 4-1-4-1, which literally is going to keep us nice and compact. We've got a little bit of pace on the attack, but the 4-1-4-1 is there to keep us, compact, tight, tough to break down against those bigger teams that we're maybe not favourites against, but with the speed we've got on the counter with El Nino and Vallejo and Santos, and even the fullbacks that will join in, we've got pace there to attack teams. Right, we've got the pace there to attack teams. But generally, hopefully, we'll stay with this tactical setup, which is my preferred style of play. I do like to try and play on the front foot, but sometimes you gotta use your brain or use your heart, right? My heart always says you go attacking, right? But sometimes you gotta use your noggin. Sometimes you gotta use your brain and think, right, you know what? Maybe going to attacking against this style and word I'm looking for, style and caliber of opposition, standard of opposition. Maybe that isn't the right approach, right? So sometimes you just got to take a step back, do what you feel could get you the job done in that particular game, get you a possible good result, and you move, right? You move, guys. You move, boys. We move. I'm going to quickly show you our schedule because we have played a couple of games and we are unbeaten. So we beat Valladolid, which you've seen the first game of the season. We then drew 0-0 against Albacete, and then we won 1-0, a goal through Hugo Vallejo. See us 1-0 winners against Ponferradina. Our next run of fixtures in September see us play Ponferradina, who are 21st, Granada, who are 13th, Gimnàstic de Tarragona, who are 18th, and Cadiz, who are 3rd. Cadiz, going back to the tactics, Cadiz, considering their position right now, they've obviously started well. So that would be like a 4-1-4-1 formation game. Whereas these ones, considering where they are, they obviously haven't started great. They're the sort of teams who really need to be playing positive front foot attacking football games. That comes though, guys, and that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you did enjoy the episode. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your bell so you never miss an episode. And always feel free to come over and watch Play Some FM on Twitch at TrickyRicky4 is the channel name. Link in description is down below. And if you ever want to follow me on social media, at TrickyRicky4 is the Twitter handle over on Twitter, guys. Guys, until next time, thank you for the support. Take care. Stay safe. Adios.